Yo, how's it going, all you sexy motherfuckers out there? It's Robert or Cloudy here, and you might notice two new things. The first one being, oh my god, I'm posting a video, what's going on? The transition between middle school and high school is pretty big, so I didn't have too much time, but now I do, so I'll be posting a lot more consistently for you guys, all 52 of you. And the second thing is I changed my name from Bear to Cloudy, so I don't know, I just did because I got bored of Bear, I guess. I don't know, I just didn't really like Bear anymore. So I'm Cloudy now. Anyway, let's just get right into this incredible story. So, this was around third grade. She was my third grade teacher, but I didn't find out about, I'll tell you what, till like seventh grade. But we'll call this teacher Miss Cilantro. How about that? That's not her real name, but you got to give her that fake name. So, Miss Cilantro, she had a husband, a kid, actually kids too. Um, she was my third grade teacher. I already said that, and she seemed pretty normal. She was a pretty good teacher. No one really cared much like for it. But she would daze off all the time in the middle of class. She would just straight up daze. Like she'd be looking at like the wall and just look terrified of the wall. She'd look so messed up, and no one really cared. They just thought, she must be tired. And she also like always had Sprite bottles on her desk. All right, again, no one really cared. They just thought she probably just like Sprite, and who cares? And they were like they were always straight up empty Sprite bottles. And so who cares really? No one cared. No one thought anything of it. But then a couple years later, well, actually, I don't want to say a couple years later. I want to say like throughout the school year, you kept hearing, oh, she just dazes off. She just dazes off because it was a small school, so you heard what was going on in like other grades as I was going up, like throughout grades. So then I get to seventh grade, right? And basically no one knows anything about this teacher. No one knows what she's doing, all right? And then it comes up on like the news and like throughout the school that she got arrested, right? And everyone's like, "Oh, why'd she get arrested?" And someone in my family told me she got arrested for like codeine, like straight up codeine, like the purple drank. She was doing the drank, and I was like, "No way, she is not doing the drank." And like this was seventh grade, so like I recently learned about what that was, and like it's really weird if you're a kid and like someone tells you what it is, right? And then just really quickly tells you, "Oh yeah, by the way, your third grade teacher was doing that." Like that, it was really weird. Like I don't know, that's like someone telling you what LSD is, and then saying, "Oh yeah, your dad does it." Like that was the level, but not my dad, teacher. But anyway, so someone said, Miss Cilantro is doing that, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's terrible." But I still didn't fully believe him because that could just be a rumor. Who knows? I didn't see any proof of it, but I was still a little on edge. And basically, I went on my computer and I was like, Miss Cilantro, arrest, Collier County. Wow, I just told you the county I live in. Don't come and rape me, please. But anyway, so I look it up and there she is, mugshot. It's the whole enchilada just right there. Um, it had like a whole news story with it, and I just looked at it and I was like, oh my god. So like how she did it was pretty trippy. Like it was funny considering she's a teacher, Like you have to go to college for like so many years to be a teacher. Like what, you have to get like a master's or something. At least at my school, I'm pretty sure they needed a master's because it was a private school, so you needed more credentials or whatever. And you would think they would be smart about straight up like breaking the law, but nope, not Miss Cilantro. Miss Cilantro committed insurance fraud along with all the codeine, just like just cherry on the top. What she did was she would just go to doctors and cough her lungs out, I guess. Like, talk. I need the codeine. And of course, the doctors would just give her the codeine. No one really cared, right? Until she had like 400 bottles or like 500 bottles of codeine like on the tax, like, or not the tax form, the insurance like form. You know how like the insurance company can see what you got with the money, and it was just so much codeine. So basically, when she went to like CVS or whatever to get the codeine that she just recently ordered, fresh off the pharmacy, they arrested her. Like, two undercover cops came in, took her down, and yeah, that was basically the last of Miss Cilantro. Miss Cilantro, I haven't really heard from her. I don't know if she's in like straight up prison. I don't really know what's going on. But yeah, she got fired promptly after that. Her husband still works at the school, and yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. And if you have any other stories like this, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. And peace out.